An entitled Karen skips in front of me in a long line after I've been waiting for about 10 minutes, and I'm honestly so happy that my mom stepped in. So this happened when I was around 8 years old. I encountered my first ever entitled Karen, let's call her EK. For context, me and my mother were visiting her old high school for a reunion of hers, and the building had a vending machine of microwavable foods, including cheeseburgers, hot dogs, and popcorn. I obviously chose the cheeseburger, and the line was huge. I mean, there were, like, so many people in line, so I went back and sat with my mom to wait. I returned back to the line after noticing that it got shorter, but as I was about to put my food in the microwave, this lady, who looked about 39 to 48 years old, immediately skipped in front of me. This is how the conversation went. Me, excuse me, ma'am, I was standing in front of you. EK looking at me with a sickeningly sweet expression. I'm sorry, sweetie, but I stepped out of line to talk to a friend, so I was actually in front of you. Me looking at her, but you were never in line. EK sneering at me with a condescending look in her eye. Please don't talk back to me, sweetheart. Either go find your mother, or suck it up and stand at the back of the line. I'm not gonna argue with a child. I was upset, and being that I was only 8, I pouted a bit. But instead of going to the back of the line, I went and told my mom what happened, and to say that she showed anger fast was an understatement. She immediately went on Mama Bear mode and took my hand, and we stomped back up to the line. EK noticing my mother, what do you want? Mom, did you just skip my kid? She was waiting in this line for about 10 minutes before you showed up. EK snorting, so what if I did? She's a big girl, she'll get over it. Mom getting angrier. She's 8 years old, are you kidding me? You can't be the bigger person and go to the back of the line. You were obviously not in the line, so grow up and get at the back. EK rolling her eyes, whatever. She looks at me, I'm sorry, kid. Mom, don't talk to my child now when you could have avoided this whole ordeal by just going to the back of the line. At this point, the Karen was screaming at my mom, claiming that I was lying and that she was a terrible mother. She accused her of raising a spoiled brat and yelled at me, calling me a few choice of words. I started crying because I was a pretty sensitive kid. One of the high school security guards noticed the noise and broke up the fight. The Karen immediately started acting innocent and accused me of skipping her, which obviously wasn't true. The security guard was luckily watching the whole interaction and told the Karen to either get in the back of the line and wait, or she could leave. Well, she didn't like that and started to throw a temper tantrum, screaming about how she was gonna sue my mother, the guard, and sue me, talk about slow lol. But after another threat from the guard, she sucked it up and stormed to the back of the line. I got to microwave my stuff and walked back to my mother. I honestly couldn't resist a bit of childish pettiness and revenge, so I smirked smugly at the Karen, who was now fuming at this point, and stuck my tongue out at her. She was about to scream, but just muttered, brat, under her breath. I guess the moral of this story is to never skip the line.